All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's weekly Everyman crossword set by Everyman, or Alan Connor, I think is his name. One across, departed at the last minute. So it looks like a double definition. Left, of course, would be departed. Oh, late. So departed as in the dearly departed, the late so-and-so. And if you do something at the last minute, you do it late. All right, clear hello, misread in French city. 10 letters. Clear hello is 10. I don't think I've seen misread as an anagram indicator, but it makes sense that it would be. So I think it's going to be, like Le Havre, Le. Oh, is there a Rochelle? Yes, I think there is. Oh, in that case, I think it's going to be La Rochelle. Let me pause and look up that city. I vague memories of hearing about it. Yes, it's a city on the west coast of France and a seaport on the Bay of Biscay. All right, that gives us some lovely starting letters, but we'll try 3 across first. Clairvoyancy of the Dark Ages? Question marks. I think this is going to be some very clever pun, but it's not coming to me. Fortune telling, foretelling. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Successfully wear dress that's not loud. Well, what's successfully wear, if that's the definition? Loud can be represented by F from musical notation for forte. So is it a word for dress? And we remove the F, and we get successfully wear. Robe comes to mind, but I don't see why. All right, let's try. Infernal class of exercises, taking time, sun, they could be positive. All right, I'm thinking the definition is they could be positive. Infernal, well, class of exercises could be just PE, phys ed, taking time, putting a T after it, and then S for sun. But how about something tests could be positive? What kind of tests? Blood tests? Infernal, what's that going to be? Damned or hellish? Demonic, I'm not sure. How about puts in a call to Dover? Our rugby. Wow. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, Dover and rugby are English towns or cities, but of course rugby is also a sport, which of course can be rugby union. Something union. No, but I'm wondering if puts in a call is the straight definition. No, or maybe calling into port. Dover is a port. Rugby is not, I'm pretty sure. Of course, rugby is also a school. No, I don't see it. Ditches, storage's cap, escalates in part. No, Ah, the in part made me wonder if it might be a hidden clue. So since we have the starting E, I went to the E in storage, and we do have escapes, which I suppose could be ditches. If you escape some people, maybe you ditch them. All right, pacify with a, it's meant to look like stammering, I suppose, kind of pudding. But K could be 1,000 kilo. Pacify with, well, maybe just pacify with a K. I mean, that would be cheeky if they just want to clue a K as part of it and just do K-kind. What type of pudding? 7 letters. Toffee, sticky, and then pacify, subdue, calm. Nope. Encourages a rising, sets off to go around north. Maybe encourages, although rising is often wordplay, although more usually in a down clue to tell us some word has to rise up and be written backwards. Rising sets off to go around, so something goes around, and the N for north, I suppose. No, I think I'm going to try some more downs. Government, economist in battered trench coat. Well, trench coat has 10 letters. Could it be battered or anagrammed to be a government economist? Ah, yes. I don't know now if they're necessarily an economist, but a technocrat. I suppose maybe they are more likely to be an economist than anything else. Okay, now successfully wear dress. That's not allowed. Oh, yes. So I think it's very, I suppose, up to date in a way. The slang, if somebody really wears something well, you would say they rock it. I don't know how long people have been saying that. And of course, a dress could be a frock, and without the F for forte, it is rock. All right, that was a helpful one to get. Tells one, that might be des, about one. I'm wondering if the definition is tells, simply because the word is going to end in an S. One that might be des, Linum, Des O'Connor, Desperate O'Connor, about one. Do we put an I inside it? Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Weapons deployed, obtaining vegetable. Maybe the definition is a weapon, and we're going to have a word for deployed that is going to go around a vegetable. Something gun. Something sidearm. If you had something PE and then arm, you'd have P in the middle. No. Distribute, dodgy, enterprises. I was just counting the letters in distribute, but there's only 10. But enterprises, I guess, has 11. So I suppose it's an anagram of enterprises, meaning distribute. Ooh, what is that? I'll try the anagram helper, but I don't have great luck when I don't have crossing letters. Distribute. Something like represent. Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to start with IN. Intersperse. Yeah, maybe intersperse. Let me shuffle and get close to it. Yeah, I think that's it. If things are interspersed, I suppose, excuse me, they are distributed. So it's not distribute the way I thought it was going to be. All right. All right, rear of capuchin, monkey, scruff of the neck. All right, I think this is the first write-in. The rear of the word capuchin is the N, a monkey, I suppose, is an ape, and the nape is the scruff of the neck. Otherwise, University in London's backing English. Well, a four-letter word for otherwise would be else. We do have the University in London is the LSE, and that backs or comes behind E for English. Now our clairvoyancy of the Dark Ages. I'm thinking it must be an IENCE. Clairvoyancy. Yeah, not seeing it. Ooh. So it's not tests. Oh, I did think it might be PE. Infernal. Class of exercises. Taking time. Sunday could be positive. Something types. Yeah, I'm not quite getting that. Got arrested. I like these very short clues, but they usually confuse me. So is it a double definition? Some meaning of the word got. I'm thinking if someone has pulled a prank on you and you've been got. Otherwise arrested, of course, could be in a criminal way you've been arrested, or just your growth has been arrested, your progress has been arrested. Yeah, not getting that. Stinking, drunk, old and amorous. So that's a good clue. I think we're going to anagram, or the letters are going to be drunk of old plus amorous. That's going to give us 10 letters. And I think that will anagram to malodorous. I think the U must go at the end, O-U-S. I think that's right. Struggle in unpicking ancestries. Oh, ancestries is 10 letters, so unpicking might mean to anagram ancestries to get a word for struggle. I'm wondering if it's going to end in NESS. And it would mean struggle. No, I'm going to wait until I get some of those letters. Some wholesaler, nouveau riche, somewhere on the med. Well, I'm immediately suspecting this could be a hidden clue with some. Starting somewhere in wholesaler and ending in probably nouveau riche, somewhere on the med. Oh, Salerno, of course, yeah. All right. Revered Hindus headgear pinched by parent. What is a Hindu's headgear? I don't think Hindus wear turbans, do they? I didn't think so. So is there a name for Hindu headwear? Of course, it could be something fiendish, like the head of the word gear, like a G. Oh, and maybe it's a revered... Yes, I think it is a revered Hindu who I think would be a Mahatma. And so we do see Ma. Oh, Mama, actually. So Mama is the parent and Pinch's headgear is hat. There we go. Go round with would-be fiance's offering. A would-be fiance would offer a ring. I'm thinking of something like a ring fence that goes around. I think that could be ring. Let's see what that does to 23. Oh, hold on. I never finished looking at these. We did look at that. In Oxford at the outset, intensively study flipping electrical engineer. Good Lord, where's our definition here? Yeah, in Oxford at the outset sounds like wordplay, like the outset of the word Oxford. Intensively study, I think, is... I do know the word con can mean to study. So I'm thinking the electrical engineer is Marconi. In Oxford at the outset, intensively study flipping. So this is going to go backwards, I think. Well, we need the intensive study. We need the con. Oh, no, it's not. That's funny. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think con can be to study. But here it's to intensively study is cram. And so we have to flip in is simply in. Oxford at the outset is the O. And then intensively study is cram. We flip all of that to get Marconi. Oh my goodness. All right, hotels rather fancy here. Okay. I suppose it's an anagram of hotels rather, and that has to be fancy or anagrammed. And it's probably an and lit that it will give us somewhere you might find a fancy hotel. But I'm not sure where that is going to be. Let's try the Enneagram helper. Okay. Oh, a health resort, I think. Yes. Pretty sure that's it. I suppose, yes, there might be a fancy hotel at a health resort. All right, every man's ... average rank, that's too much. I'm thinking every man is the same as saying for every man is the same as saying I am or I'm. I'm thinking it might be immoderate. Average. Yes, average is mode. And rank, to rank something could be to rate it. And if you, I suppose, take too much of something, you're being immoderate. All right, when nothing changes if you turn back time. When nothing changes if you turn back time. No, I'm not seeing it. Some like 125 by 8. Well, 125 by 8 is 1000. So grand total comes to mind. So a sum could be the grand total, and the result of that multiplication, I suppose, is a grand total. All right, let's look back at our got arrested. Oh, yes, if you understood something, you apprehended it, just as wanted criminals might be apprehended. All right, man, perhaps, in audition, the writer's going to. Yeah, so man is an example of an isle, the Isle of Man, I-S-L-E, and that's a homophone for if a writer says they are going to, they would say Isle, I''L-L. All right. Crossword setters written up mother's novel. Well, I think we've had the novel Emma before. Is that Jane Austen? Anyway, the crossword setter is me, and mother, and that's written up, and mother is ma, just ma this time instead of mama. All right. Yeah, we have some letters now for our anagram of ancestries. Struggle. Nothing is coming to me yet. Seeing some close things, or things that look like they could be words, but no, not seeing it. Struggle, what kind of struggle? No, really having trouble spotting this one. I think it's so funny the way the brain works. You either see it or you don't. I know that's a truism, but racist tense, I don't think so. No, not seeing it. All right, I think I need some more letters for it. That was our pacify with a kind of pudding. Well, maybe you are supposed to double something. Ooh, I think to pacify, maybe to give a sop to somebody with like a kind of pudding. No, not seeing that. All right, I'm not going to get any more letters for 17 across. Encourages. Rising sets off to go around north. Let me pause and try to visualize an N either here or here. I think it must be L-E-A. Could be L-O-A, L-I-A. But I'm thinking L-E-A. Oh, I just looked at the clue again and thought, what if it encourages rising, as in baking, and if you leaven something. All right, so then sets off is simply leaves, and it goes around N. Oh, it's so obvious when you see it. All right, how about our puts in a call to Dover or rugby? Let me pause and think about that one. Yeah, so again, this is just a case of reading the clue again and parsing it slightly differently and thinking, what if Dover is a port and maybe we have an S from the previous word, and so we have a something sport, and of course rugby is definitely a contact sport. Is it the highest contact sport? No, I think Australian rules football probably has it beat in more ways than one. But if you put in a call to somebody, maybe you contact them, so contacts a port or contact sport. All right. Don't have anything more on my clairvoyancy or my infernal sun. They could be positive. No, don't see it. Ooh, our weapons deployed. Obtaining vegetable does have a P in it. Can I have a P, Bob? But, maybe it is could it be an anagram of weapons? It could. A snow pea. So obvious again once you see it. Yes. I was thinking of prescience, and of course it also reads as pre-science. And I suppose that's one way of looking at the Dark Ages before the advent of science. All right, tells one, that might be des about one. I want it to be relates, would be tells. One that might be des about one. One that might be des about one. Yeah, I'm not getting that at all. We do have an A in the middle, and I do know from previous crosswords one can be a, as in a single thing. Yeah, I'm wondering also if des about one could be dies and something about the late somebody, or re is about one. That might be des. I don't really get it. I do like relates though because it supports blood types. Ah, yes, yes. So infernal, I suppose, would be used in the past as a curse word. These infernal paper clips or whatever you're complaining about. Nowadays we might say these bloody paper clips. They take time. And then, I think we have to say infernal exercises, so it's bloody PE, takes the time, and then sun is added, and I suppose blood types can be positive, yeah, that's true. Pacify with a, now I get it. There is a type of pudding, we know from the old rhyme, peas pudding hot, P-E-A-S-E, but since we have to double the P, that's what the K-K is telling us. And when you do that, you get a word for pacify. All right, just 2 left. All right, oh no. I have to go back to my Ancestry's anagram. All right, let's see if that extra letter we have is enough to give it to me. Re, I do like re as the starting struggle. All right, I think I'm going to pause and try and work this one out on paper. Well, that was nearly futile, but then I realized it was resistance. I don't know why it took me so long to spot that anagram. I'm sure you were all shouting it at your screens. Anyway, I got it in the end. All right. When nothing changes, if you turn back time, so I think it's going to be the time of noon. And it doesn't change if you write it backwards because it's a palindrome. That makes sense to me. I mean, maybe there are other answers that would make sense, but I'm going to go with that. We don't have a check this button for everyman, but if you have spotted any mistakes, please let me know in the comments. Anyway, that was a tough one this week, but I got there. Oh, I don't think we had one of the trademark everyman clues where we should take the first letter of every word or the last letter of every word in a clue to spell out the answer. I do enjoy those. They're nice and easy anyway, but it was good fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you as always for watching and have a great day.